is the winding protection, that is the number one, is the differential relay. So differential relay mainly used to protect to identify fault within the transformer winding and to protect it or to isolate it. Then there is external fault. If there be external earth fault, that can also be detected by the differential relay. But if there be any internal earth fault within the transformer, then it is identified by restricted earth fault protection, that is a special arrangement of overcurrent relay that I have already discussed. Then there is also standby earth fault relay, earth fault protection. So if there these all these protections fail, then there is an ideal relay which will operate after a certain time. If all the earth fault relays are fail to operate. Next is for reverse power, there will be a relay. So that is for obviously a one overcurrent relay, and it will identify the direction. So that is not nothing but a directional overcurrent relay. It can identify the current which has time lag. Then neutral displacement relay means that if there be any very much unbalance in the voltage, then that can be identified and disconnected using the voltage operated relay. Similarly, phase unbalance is there. Obviously, current identification will be there, over voltage, winding temperature, oil temperature. So for winding temperature, oil temperature, obviously the thermistor type arrangement will be there as for the generators. So I shall not discuss this again. So that scheme will be same as for the generator as I have discussed. So mainly here I shall discuss about the differential relay that is used for the winding protection and why that is different from the generator differential relay, how. And next is for the during the starting of the transformer, there is some difficulties to operate the transformer with along with the differential relay. So there is some scheme to restrict the differential relay to operate at the starting, that I shall discuss along with that Buchholz relay. Buchholz relay you may have learned in your high voltage class, I do not know. I shall repeat if you have learned. And restricted earth fault protection I have already discussed. And external earth fault, that will be automatically be included within the differential protection. So this is the protection of transformer winding with differential relay. So for differential relay, for three windings, there should be three currents, and uh, for the operating coil, three current for the restraining coil, and at the same time, there will be CTs in every winding. So in three-phase transformer, especially in star delta transformer, the how the CT will be connected, that is one question. So if we assume as normal that Y side CTs are connected in Y and delta side CTs are connected in delta, so that we can uh, identify the fault interrelated within the winding. So here actually from primary to secondary, MMFs are in opposite direction, so currents are shown in opposite direction, right? Similarly, CTMMs are also in opposite direction. So if this is the winding current, then CT current will be in opposite direction, right? So these are the direction of CT currents. And you can see this is vertical coils are operating coil for the differential relay. Then this vertical coil will be operated only when there will be a neutral current. That means when the currents are unbalanced. Why the current will be unbalanced? Obviously when there is a fault within the winding, otherwise not. Then and the restraining coil, what is given in the restraining coil? The currents fed from the both side. That means whatever current in the primary side in the transformer, that if the current on primary side and the secondary side of the transformer be normal, then the differential relay should not operate. Otherwise it should operate, but it is not that the winding the primary side current and the secondary side current are same in case of transformer, they are entirely different. But in case of generator, what was it? In case of generator, actually there was one winding. So in the at the entry point of the winding, there was a different city. At the exit point, there was a city. So at normal condition, the current should be same. So there will be no current through the restraining coil of the differential relay. So it will be a healthy condition. Otherwise, it is a fault. But the difficulty in the transformer is that in case of transformer, even under healthy condition, the currents are not same. Currents are different. So there is a task of city matching. You have to match the city ratio so that current in the restraining coil of the differential relay. So these are two currents in the restraining coil of the differential relay. Ideally, they should be equal under normal operating condition. You forget about equation right now. So the current on entering the restraining coil and leaving the restraining coil should be same. Then the restraining torque will be equal to operating torque and the relay will not operate. So this is the task for city matching is a task for the differential relay in case of transformer. Okay, in case of if you can remember for generator, both the cities may be connected in star or individual city may be connected because there is no question of star delta connection. There is no two winding in the machine. Now let us check about the city currents. So if the star sides are connected in star, if we consider the A phase if we consider from the primary side, so this is the A phase relay say, then in A phase relay from the primary side current is IA by the trans ratio of the city. So this is the current. Actually, whatever be the current in relay, that will current in city that will be passed through the relay. But what will happen to the delta side? In delta side, you see if the TIA is the current in the transformer secondary winding. Okay, T is the trans ratio of the transformer. Similarly, TIB, TIC. So what is the net line current? Net line current, this is the outgoing current. So net line current will be TIA. I have not written it here actually, otherwise it will become clumsy. TIB, right? In this way, it will be the current. You check, you write it yourself or you do it yourself. I am only explaining. So if this is the current, then the city current, city MMF will be in opposite direction. So this will be the current in city but in opposite direction. But I have drawn the direction in the from left to right. So I have written the current instead of IA minus IB but IB minus IA. I hope you have understood. So in short, I have shown the city currents only, not the line current, right? Because in transformer secondary is connected in delta or delta side. There is no primary secondary in this case. In delta side, the line current is not same as the winding current. Line current is different. So from the line current, if we consider cities are connected in opposite MMF, then current will be in opposite direction. In that way, I have got this direction of current. You check it yourself. So if this is the direction of current, then from there, this is the incoming current at this point, and this is the outgoing current. From there, I have got this is the direction of current for the restraining coil within the um, A phase relay, A phase differential relay. And for all operating coil, the current is the residual current. Actually, IB plus IB, IA plus IB plus IC means thrice IA0 if there is any zero sequence component or if there be any residual component. Otherwise, 3IA0 will be 0. So that will be the operating coil current. So under normal circumstances, if these two are same, then it will not operate and relay will be stable, otherwise it will operate. Now the thing is that, so the task is that for the protection for the protection system design, that these two current from in the entering the restraining coil and coming out from the restraining coil should be same, is not it? Because these two current should be identical to make this differential relay inoperative under normal operating condition. Now let us see then what is happening. So actually this is the current through A phase relay from the delta side. Similarly for B phase, C phase. Similarly, for star side, current in A phase relay is this one, Ia by Ny. Eta Y means the trans ratio of the CT on the star side, in that way. Now, actually, star side and delta side relay current should be same for the correct relay correct connection or correct relay operation. So, actually, whatever be the Ia by Ny, that will be equal to Ia delta, right? So if we equate that one, just you check it. This is Ia plus Ia. So twice Ia minus Ib plus Ic. So we can write it thrice Ia minus Ia plus Ib plus Ic. So actually now if we Ia plus Ib plus Ic always represent residual current that help us to identify whether there is any zero sequence fault or not. Then just I have made mathematical manipulation. So this current equal to thrice Ia0. So I have divided it by 3 and multiply the outside common factor to up to into t. So in that way, I have represented the phase current from the star side is equal to phase current in delta side, but there is a term of Ia0, right? So if this Ia0 is 0, if we can neglect this one, then there is a chance to make the both side current same, making this CT ratio same. Okay, so there is a chance, otherwise not, right? So by this city matching, city ratio matching, we can make the current balance only when there is no zero sequence current or the currents are balanced. Otherwise, the relay will not be balanced. So relay will operate unnecessarily. So this is the difficulty when we connect the star side cities in star and delta side cities in delta. So this problem, yeah, it is seen that this problem can be overcome if we connect in reverse. That means if star side cities are connected in delta and delta side cities are connected in star, then this problem of zero sequence current or unbalanced current goes. So whatever I have taught, did I explain, that is written here. So actually now the delta side, star side is cities are connected in delta and delta side cities are connected in star. The direction of currents are so shown as I have explained for the previous diagram. You do it yourself. If you cannot, then you ask me in the next class. So actually, you see now the both side currents uses simply Ib minus Ia by Ny in this side, in the star side, and Ib minus Ia by N delta into T in the delta side. So only if we match this ratio, this term, then we can easily adjust. So actually these are the currents and similarly the Y side current. So if we equate the Y side and star side current, then obviously we have to match only this much. There is no question of zero sequence current. So in case of any type of unbalancing, it can be matched and it will not be operated for the unbalancing of the current. It will operate only when there is a fault within the winding. Okay, so for that reason these star side cities are connected in delta and delta side cities are connected in star for differential protection, for implementation of differential protection in transformer. Why it is given? It is provided to give the protection of winding. So if there be any fault within the winding, within the transformer, then that this relay will operate, otherwise not. Then setting of transformer differential relay. Actually, transformer, for transformer, what will be setting? What is the percentage bias we shall set for this one? How much percentage bias we shall set for this differential relay? Since in transformer there is a difference in primary and secondary current, there is a huge difference. So we do not make this bias setting very much low. And there are two different windings are protected by a relay, by a single relay. So actually here bias setting is given more than 20%, 20 to 40%. Whereas for generator differential relay, when we provide same type of protection using differential relay for generator winding, then there is a single winding. In that case, we provide this protection with bias setting maximum 5 to 10%. 5% is the ideal. So this is the reason why bias setting is more for transformer protection with differential relay, but less for generator protection using differential relay. That I have written here detailing in detail. Here it is written actually from book that 5 to 15%, but 5 to 15% generally it will be a daring if we provide the protection for generator relay with 10% or 15%. Theoretically we can do, but practically it is made within 5% to make it safe.
Ma'am, what is this biasing?
Bias setting,
Yes, ma'am. Means
bias
why,
setting
ma'am? Why we are putting this bias setting more in the generate in transformer and lesser in the generator relay?
Bias setting, because in transformer the different transformer has the two entirely different windings. Okay, you are providing protection for that, and currents are totally different. Okay, so bias setting actually is the that I1 by I1 minus I2 by I1 plus I2 by 2 into 100%. Okay, that is the equation of bias setting. Why we put bias setting? Because if from primary to if from the one side to another, if there be very much difference, then it will operate, otherwise not. Let me explain. Say here, why we put bias setting, I have explained this one in differential relay. Say actually what is the criteria, that ideally if these two currents are same, then this operating coil will not operate, this operating coil will not operate, these two current will restrict that operation. Okay, so and the difference of these two current will flow through this operating coil, right? Now it may happen when the difference is very low in terms of zero point 0.1, zero point 0.2, then it will also operate if we do not set any bias setting. So that's why that there may be mal-operation of the relay also, because see, it is very much impractical that there will be the two cities will be identical, because here we are not feeding the current directly from the lines. We have to feed the current through cities, because see, the relay is a low power device and the equipment is a high power device. So this whatever current coming here, that depends on the city ratio, and city characteristics is not the linear one. Okay, it is not, it sometimes it is non-linear, this depend on city saturation also. So that's why if the city matching is not perfect, then this operating through this operating coil, due to minute difference in current, the relay will operate. So to restrict that, we neglect some difference. Then how much we shall neglect? That we set with the bias setting. So 5% bias setting means actually we neglect 5% difference. Not exactly 5%, there is some equation for that. And for 40% bias setting means we shall neglect 40 up to 40% difference. Understood? So that is the, so for transformer, actually in primary the current is 30 ampere, in secondary it is normal, the current will be 100 ampere, it is normal. So that's why we have to set the bias setting higher. But in case of a generator, there is a single winding. So current, if the current is 30 ampere, then current is 30 ampere. So from the entry point and the exit point, current is same ideally. So the difference may be created only due to the city matching. The city on the entry side and exit side are not same. So difference will be generated only due to that. So to overcome that, how much may be the difference in city ratio, the difference in city matching? So it will not be over the 5%. Actually we always want to select identical cities, but even in identical cities there is some difference in the current. So if you select 200 by 5 ampere cities, it is not meant one may give 5 ampere for 100 ampere, one may give 4.9 ampere or 4.95 ampere for the 100 ampere. So for that 0.5 ampere difference, the if you do not provide any bias setting, then relay will operate. So
Yes,
for
ma'am.
that 0.5 ampere, we shall provide the bias setting, right? So that is the reason why we shall provide some bias setting for generator, only to match that much of difference that is created due to the city characteristics. But here in the transformer, we have to give more, because actually CT rating will be totally different. So there is a question of CT matching. Along with that, currents are totally different. So that for that reason, bias setting is more for transformers. Understood?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, one more question. Ma'am, can't we somehow neglect that zero sequence current so that we can make the connection just like star in the star
Yes,
side?
yes. If you are confirmed that there will be no issue of zero sequence current, that's why that equation, that winding connection are proposed, is there. Actually, it is, if it is confirmed that the zero sequence current will not come there, then we can use. Understood. But generally, fault is always abnormal. Fault do not tell before it comes. So actually, we always assume that all the probability we have to include in protection. So if we don't want to think about the protection system after we implement it, then we shall opt the second option. Otherwise, we may opt the first option also. There is no problem.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, just a small question. Means,
Hmm.
ma'am, the current direction was coming in that way, but you have taken in right direction. Ma'am, in the earlier circuit diagram.
1 minute. What happened here in opposite
Yes,
direction?
yes, ma'am.
No, no, no. I have discussed na that if you see the current here, then I have to explain it again. What is the current here? IA minus IB,
Yes, ma'am.
right? IA minus IB. I think then it is. I have not collected this one. If it is IA minus IB, then this direction will be IA minus IB for CT,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
But I have drawn in this direction opposite. That's why
So,
IB minus IA. Understood?
yes, ma'am. Yes.
Since I am teaching this on PPT, so it is so fast, but you must draw it yourself, not only for assignment, but before that also. Next is, say, so what is happening actually for transformer, actually this is the operating coil will operate when there is a difference in the current in primary to secondary, right? Now you see, when the transformer, you have just switched on the transformer, okay. So in that case, obviously in the transformer primary side, there is the magnetizing current, along with, if there be any load on transformer secondary, that will come. If there is no load, then secondary current is zero, primary current is only the magnetizing current. So for magnetizing current, we have to provide the bias setting, so that will not, for magnetizing current only, it will not identify it as a fault and it will not operate. Along with that, even if it is switched on with load, then when there is a magnetizing current at the starting, then it has some DC component, it has some second harmonic component during switching. When we just switch on a transformer, then actually that is called magnetic inrush current. Why magnetic inrush current? The name, because it is actually magnetizing the core. Then all the voltage buildup, all the things are happening in the transformer. That's why magnetic inrush current. But the component of magnetic inrush current is not only the fundamental. Fundamental means 50 Hz frequency. So all the protection that we are designing, that is for normal condition. That is there is no transient, no transient means some high frequency components are coming for some time and it is going, because this relay system, relay protection scheme is not identifying any frequency. It is identifying only the magnitude of current. So if the any current, so the total current, that means summation of all currents. So if there be any abnormal current coming with the normal current, that means the normal frequency, then it will identify it as a fault, because it will identify it as a very high current. So during starting of a transformer, magnetic inrush current comes. So what is magnetic inrush current? In that case, actually the magnetizing current along with high second harmonic component, high DC component comes, because at the initially it is energizing the magnetic core. Actually, it is actually the magnetic molecules are getting linearized. So in that case, actually what happened? That is called magnetic inrush current, and magnetic inrush current has this much of components. You see, when it comes, and it is very transient type, because when this voltage will be built up, that is in a fraction of second, then obviously all the thing will go, only the fundamental will leave left. But in case of, in that time of magnetic inrush, second harmonic current is almost 63% and DC current is 57.5%. So it is very much important to get rid of this, because this much of second harmonic current make the initial current very high. So the operating coil of that differential relay will operate. So we have to restrain that, we have to just prohibit that one. So there is scheme for that. So what is the scheme? The simply, when that there the transformer will be switched on, then for the initial stage, for some seconds, we should make the differential relay numb. We should not operate that one. Okay, we shall prohibit the operation. How? We shall not connect the operating coil. That may be one issue. And otherwise, it may happen, we may energize the restraining coil with second harmonic and the operating coil with the fundamental. Then obviously restraining coil torque will be more and the differential relay will not operate. So this type of scheme are there. So why this is important? Because otherwise, due to magnetic inrush current, differential relay will maloperate. Because magnetic inrush is very much natural when you switch on the transformer. But due to that, the relay will operate. So we can never switch on a transformer. So very simply, it is that there is a relay with the in parallel with the operating coil. So the relay is normally closed. So actually, this operating coil will be bypassed simply. So this relay is operated using the voltage coil. So when voltage will be built up, then this voltage relay will be operated and this contact will be changed from NO to NC to NO. Then obviously relay this operating coil will get the current, right? So within that time, the magnetic inrush current will die down. So this is one scheme. Next is, this is actually some power electronics interface is taken. The previous one is very simple, but this type of scheme is also there, where what is done? This restraining coil is fed by second harmonic current. Why this rectifier is there? So that we can get only the current, right? And the operating coil is fed only by the fundamental pass second harmonic block filter. That means it will be energized only by the fundamental. And here the restraining coil is energized by the second harmonic only. And using this auxiliary differential city, the problem of the DC current is eliminated, because the DC component cannot pass through a transformer for long time. So this is these two scheme we use toward harmonic restraint. So why harmonic restraint is required? That is the main issue. This second harmonic restraint is not for that second harmonic current will come here and it will be operated. It is actually for the magnetic inrush current, because for magnetic inrush current there is a component of second harmonic. To get rid of that, this second harmonic restraint is used. Next is Buchholz relay. What is Buchholz relay? Actually, if there be any fault within the transformer or it's mainly due to insulation breakdown, then what will happen? The transformer oil will be heated up. So actually, Buchholz relay actually used for the oil transformers. Then it will detect that there is the oil is temperature is high, so it will set some alarm and give the indication. So actually, where is the location? Location is in between the transformer tank and conservator, so that when the oil within the transformer tank it get heated up due to the insulation breakdown or high current, abnormal current, then obviously this oil from transformer tank will go toward the conservator, and within that Buchholz relay there is a alarming arrangement through which it will give the indication of the fault. So there are actually this relay actually there are some float is there within the tank. So if this the dotted line is the oil, then if the oil levels drop, why it will be dropped? If the oil is evaporated due to heavy heating, then this float will drop. Then this switch one will be closed, and then one relay, one alarm will be on. Otherwise, if there be if the it is not oil level has not dropped, but there is a turbulent motion of oil within the transformer tank due to heating, then there is another float, this one, this will close the switch too, and this will create another alarm. So this is the Buchholz relay. Next is the bus bar protection. Bus bar, in bus bar is nothing but a node in a circuit.
Ma'am,
Yes.
in the earlier,
Hmm.
we were restricting the means from second harmonic restraint.
Hmm.
Means, is there any reason why we are blocking the fundamental for the restraining coil and why we are blocking the second harmonic for the operating coil?
Actually, for when there is a magnetic inrush, then second harmonic is dominating, right?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
that's why we are giving that one to restraining coil, because second harmonic should not go to the operating coil, right?
Yes,
Because the operating coil, the current to the operating coil will operate the relay, and restraining coil will restrict that relay, right? So actually, when this second harmonic filter is only in the restraining coil, because this scheme is used only for the second harmonic restraint, right? So in that case, actually the restraining coil will be provided with the second harmonic, and the operating coil will be provided with the with the fundamental only. That is the reason. Understood or not?
yes, ma'am. But earlier what we have studied that, yeah, here it can be concluded that differential relay we use for internal fault. But ma'am, in the earlier PPT, it was written that we can use differential relay for the external fault also in case of transformer.
Where?
Ma'am,
And that fast.
external earth faults, I thought. Yes, ma'am.
External alt fault, then the incoming current will be unbalanced for that reason.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Here,
Exter
point number two. Yeah.
External alt fault means the incoming current will be unbalanced. Okay.
Okay. Yes.
So in this is external earth fault. I think this is not the this winding relay. This is the separate relay.
Okay.
Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
External earth fault relay. I think there will be the summation of current will be rate, and from there it will be uh, given the protection. I think earth fault relay, how it is given the protection using differential relay. Have I discussed when I discussed differential relay? This I have discussed, then this number one.
Yes,
Number
ma'am.
two will be different,
Yes,
because
ma'am.
the star side is delta, delta side, and delta side is star, or whatever the scheme is there. That will identify any discrepancy in between these two currents only.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Now, if there be any external earth fault, then there is the current difference in this relay in at this side. So here it may happen, the scheme may be like that, that there is a this there is, so the here this current will be different. This current this current incoming to the transformer will be different. So from some healthy point it will be taken to the operating coil, and some say in between two point, if we want to identify the earth fault. So this is the two point in a section, where we have to protect. Then how can we protect? We shall take a zero sequence current from the both the side, and feed the difference to the operating coil and sum to the restraining coil in that way.
Yes, ma'am.
Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
So we can write this one I01 and I02. So if there is no earth fault, then I01, I02 will be 0. Or maybe if there be any third harmonic, that may happen, that may be there, but that two will be equal. Understood? Otherwise, when there will be earth fault, this I01 and I02 will be different. So that will be fed to this restraining coil in this way.
Okay.
And
Yes, ma'am.
operating coil, I think like this. It may be. I have to see. I have forgotten that one. Okay, you just check the principle of differential relay. From there, you try to draw. You can draw it. Understood?
Okay.
Actually, here I have discussed mainly the winding protection, nothing more than that, because all other protections are similar for the all the devices. And secondly, I have discussed the when we give the winding protection, then there is issue of second harmonic mainly or magnetic induced current. So in the way during that we should not allow the operating coil to operate, or we should not allow any current to flow through the operating coil. That's why we can use the this voltage operated relay. Otherwise, what we are doing, we are energizing this with the second harmonic component, and we are energizing this one with the fundamental component. In that way, we are giving restriction. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
But here, this second harmonic restraint, this is the second harmonic restraint component, right? Along with that, there will be scheme. Some fundamental should be added here. Otherwise, second harmonic is always less than fundamental, I think, initially. Okay.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
here sustaining coil will be added with the fundamental. But we cannot directly add it through this. We have to add that too separately. I think it will come from here in that way. Actually, I have not analyzed that one very much detail. Only the scheme. So for bus bar, why bus bar protection is required? Actually, bus bar is a voltage, only a node in a in a circuit. So it will have a voltage, nothing more than that. But it may be short circuited. If that voltage is short circuited, then current will be zero. Sorry, there will be no voltage, no power flow on both sides. So actually, busbar protection means to identify whether the current on both sides are same or not. Because busbar is nothing but a point in a line or in a circuit. So ideally, on both sides of a point of a node in a circuit, current will be same for KCL. So according to that, only it identify the current in between on both sides, and if there be any difference, then it will operate. Otherwise, not. So for that, there may be voltage current differential relay, opposite voltage differential relay, or a bus bar may be protected by backup relay also. If the current is very high, that means it is short circuited. So using backup relay, there may be bus bar protection also. Actually, bus bar protection is given if we want to provide bus bar protection, then it will be given in substation. Otherwise, always there is a bus bar protection using backup relay. And for the sectionalized bus bar, their relay is one. There are two relays for two sections, but they are sensed by current of one section and voltage of other section. Because ideally for sectionalized bus bar, current and voltage on both sides will be same. So if they are in a fault in any other section, then there will be voltage current mismatch and the relay will operate. Understood? So that much for today. Tomorrow I shall start the distance protection. Distance protection is nothing but a special protection of the using the impedance relay. That's all for today. All the direction I have shown, especially for the uh, differential protection of transformer, you draw in the PPT. In the PDF I shall give, so that you can you have do not have any confusion during the examination. Thank you.
Ma'am,
Yes.
one more doubt I have, but it is not related to relay. It is related
Yes.
to fault. Ma'am, we generally consider, we know that the three-phase fault are severe than that unsymmetrical fault. Means,
For
but ma'am,
transmission line. For
yes,
transmission line.
yes, ma'am. Ma'am, but I want to know that how we means how we can justify that three-phase fault is much more severe than that LG fault or double L fault. Means,
What is the expression? LG fault?
ma'am, E by Z1.
E by
Sorry, LG.
Z1.
Ma'am, for the symmetrical, it should be E by Z1.
E by Z1. And
Yes.
for the three phase fault?
Three,
No, no, no.
Ma'am,
The single line to ground fault E by Z1, and
ma'am,
for the three phase fault.
ma'am, for three-phase fault it is E by Z1, and for ma'am LGA fault it should be 3E by Z1 plus Z2 plus Z naught.
Now for transmission line, so 3E by Z1 plus Z2 plus Z naught, is not it? So
Yes, ma'am.
if we see that, if we assume it's for transmission line, Z1 and Z2 are same, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So in the denominator there is Z1 plus Z2 plus Z naught. So we can write that one twice Z1 plus Z naught. Can we write?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So now Z naught is more than Z1. Generally 1.5 times, 1.5 times to 2 times of Z naught.
Okay. Yes,
So
ma'am.
actually the denominator becomes more than 3, right?
Yes,
So
yes, ma'am.
actually it becomes less than E by Z1
Okay. Yes, ma'am. This
in
point I
that
have.
way.
Ma'am, one more thing. What is the difference between ma'am triple A and triple LG fault? Means, ma'am, in one fault, just we have given a grounded. Means any other difference or?
3L and 3LG.
Yes, ma'am.
3L and 3LG are same.
Same.
So in one case currents are not going to ground, in another case current is going to ground. Only that much is the difference.
Okay.
But there is no unbalancing. So I think there will be no zero sequence current.
Ma'am, there
For,
is no
for
zero sequence
3LG,
current in case of triple L, right?
triple LG,
Okay.
in
Uh-huh.
triple LG, will there be any zero sequence current?
Yes, ma'am, because here grounding is there, no?
No, from the thumb rule you are saying, is not it?
Mhm.
But if you think about that for for the triple LG, what is the condition of operation? From there, if you derive what is the value of I0,
Mm. Yes, ma'am.
because I think you have learned this thing in the other part of circuit with along with circuit breaker. There, from the equations, we start from basic equations. Say for single line to ground fault, if there be any FS fault, then VA equal to 0, and IA equal to IA1, IA2,
Yes, ma'am.
IA3.
Yes,
From
ma'am.
there we start. In that way, if you start, I think you will not get any current for the triple LIG. IA0 will not get. I think so. I have not analyzed, because
Okay.
a triple LG fault is a balanced fault, is not it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
So
ma'am.
for balance system,
Ah,
actually there is no zero sequence current.
yes, ma'am. We can say that. Yeah.
Whatever earth fault protection we provide, that we
Mm.
assume that single line to ground fault. We do not assume, especially for the equipment, we never assume that is a real fault. I have not analyzed that in that way, I mathematically, but I think that it will come IA zero equal to zero, as the IA plus IA, IB, IC are same in that case.
Ma'am, in case of triple LG, okay, ma'am, IA plus IB plus IC should be zero. So, ma'am, any current
Nah,
will.
triple LG, IA
Yes,
plus
ma'am.
IB plus IC equal to IF.
Acha, ma'am, that's only I'm saying that IF should be zero, I guess. Means we are
No,
taking the
fault current, how
symmetrical
fault
curve.
current will be zero? Fault current will have some value.
Yes, ma'am.
We have
Ma'am,
calculated so many fault currents in performance.
yes, ma'am. Ma'am, that part is clear. Means unbalanced LG means these symmetrical triple and triple LG. I was having confusion that I think in triple LG IF should be
Actually,
zero.
in triple LG, is there any zero sequence component? Say triple L, so whatever you are reading, learning in fourth year, is there any triple LG you are analyzing? I think you are analyzing SLG, double LG, double L.
Yes, ma'am.
The triple LG is a balance fault. So in balance fault, there is no need of zero sequence component networks.
Yes,
So if
ma'am.
there is no need of component networks, that means there is no zero sequence.
Yes, ma'am.
Zero sequence is not means that will flow through the ground. Zero sequence means the current that are that when an unbalanced current is discomposed into three balanced system. Then
Yes,
one balanced system has the same sequence of the original, another balanced system is the opposite sequence of the original, and another balanced system where all the phases are in same phase,
same place. Yes, ma'am.
right? But in case of 3L or 3LG fault, the system is totally balanced. There IA equal to IB equal to IC, is not it? So if
Yes.
the IA equal to IB equal to IC, in that case, no current will flow, there will be no zero sequence current, because from the formula IA 0 equal to one third IA plus IB plus IC.
Yes, ma'am.
I think so.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So in
Ma'am,
that way, but
then,
mathematically I
ma'am,
have not
then,
analyzed.
ma'am, then we are saying that zero sequence current is zero because 1 by 3 IA plus IB plus IC and IA plus IB plus IC is zero. So
Now IA plus
unfortunately,
IB plus IC is not zero. For we cannot say this one for the the 3LG fault. 3LG
yes,
fault, IA plus IB plus IC equal to IF. In that case,
yes,
IA 0 will come IF by 3.
yes, ma'am. Okay.
But that does not means again that zero. I think so. I have not analyzed. I have to think again that does not means IA, IB, and IC are asymmetrical.
Hmm.
Can we say that one, that IA, the magnitude of IA, IB, and IC will be different?
Ma'am, one hand we are telling that it's a symmetrical fault, so that should be equal, I think.
That should be equal. But
Yes,
here IA 0 is coming mathematically since this is ground current. That may be the reason.
yes,
Because ground current will be same as the fault current.
yes,
Then we have to analyze it mathematically. Mathematically it is coming. But if we do the that's the opposite thing. Here IA is IA equal to IA1 plus IA2 plus IA0. Then what is the value of IA1 and IA2? Find out that all those using
okay,
that
ma'am.
equation you can find out, na?
Yes,
But
ma'am.
actually the thing is that we do not calculate IA, IB, IC separately in case of the three-phase fault.
Yes,
Three-phase fault, what do? We actually calculate positive sequence current, positive sequence, the network, actual network we draw, that is the positive sequence total current, and that we calculate as the fault current, as you have done in the your performance class.
yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So what we have done, you have not bothered, you did not bother about the sequence. You have calculated the original current, and from there you have calculated the fault current. So from that concept, actually, we are calculating in all. We are not calculating the sequences.
Yes, ma'am.
Actually, from with the along with the data with the problem, if we analyze, then it will be clear. If you analyze, then you send me, then I shall check it. I can check it. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, yes,
You
ma'am.
take any problem, you just create a 3LG fault, and then find out the sequence networks. Then
Okay,
it
ma'am.
will be more clear.
Hmm.
Okay. You do it.
Thank you.
Actually, it is a valid question. It should be.
Yes, ma'am.
Any more question?
No, ma'am, no.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.